Blade Urban Air Mobility. How many shares will it take you to get to $1 million? Let's talk. I've got an interesting one today, guys. We have Blade Urban Air Mobility. And if you don't know what that is, Reese has done a video digesting everything about Blade. But today we're doing how many shares will it take you of Blade to get to $1 million? And we're going under 3 different scenarios. And then I've got 2 bonus scenarios. So make sure to wait around to check that out. But before we get into the presentation, make sure to bang that subscribe button. And let me know, guys, are you invested in Blade? Or are you wholly Archer and Joby Aviation? We're talking about E-Hang too. So if you want an E-Hang version of this, please let me know. Right, without further ado, let's get into the presentation. So you may have seen my Archer version of this. But guys, I need to reiterate, this is not financial advice, but it is a nice guide to see how many shares are required to get to your goals. Now, just for simplicity, I am not taking dilution into account. So over the next 5-10 years, you will need to take dilution into account when you're analysing like this. So today we're doing Blade Air Mobility, and we're doing it under 3 scenarios, which will be a 5x, a 10x, and a 20x. And then I have 2 bonus scenarios. And these are going to be at Joby's current market cap. And then, because Blade is focusing on booking aerospace, we're going to do it under 10% of Uber's current market cap. Now, I know that might be a bit bullish for some people, but I know you Blade investors will see where I'm coming from. Right. So let's get right into it. So we have Blade's current market cap, and that is 244.34 million. Now guys, you're going to be fully aware you're going to need a notepad to take this down, because this figure is going to be really important throughout the video. The current share price is $3.12. For $1 million today, now guys, I am fully aware not many people will have $1 million in Blade. But just for now, let's find out how many shares will be needed for $1 million today. And that is 1 million divided by $3.12. And that'll give us 320,513. And guys, if I can find anyone that has anywhere near this amount, fair play to you. And I would like to interview on this channel to see why you're so bullish. So 320,513 shares are needed to have $1 million today. So now let's get into the exciting stuff. We go with a 5x scenario. So we are at a small market cap of 244.34 million. And at a 5x, it only brings us to 1.22 billion. You can see there's a lot of growth potential for this company. At a 5x, it's $3.12 by 5, and that'd be $15.60. $1 million at a 5x is a million divided by 1560, and that'll give you 64,102. 64,102 shares are needed to have $1 million at a 5x. So then looking at a more bullish 10x, that'll give you a 2.4 billion market cap at a 10x. At a 10x share price, that is $3.12 by 10, and it's easy to do, that's $31.20. $1 million, it's 1 million divided by 31.20, and that'll give you 32,051 shares. Now I know if you compare this to the likes of Archer, this share count is getting massive. When we get into the bonus ones, you'll see how achievable this $1 million could get. So 32,051 shares are needed for $1 million at a 10x. So at a 20x is 244.34 by 20, and that gives you a 4.88 billion market cap. And that is getting close to Archer's current market cap. So at a 20x share price, that is 3.12 by 20, and that gives you 62.40. For $1 million, that is 1 million divided by 62.40, and that'll give you 16,026. 16,026 shares needed for $1 million at a 20x. Now, I know some of you are really disappointed that you'll need this amount of shares, but now let's get into different market caps and see how much shares you'd need to get to $1 million. So, BLDE Mobility will be interesting if we look at Joby's current market cap. So BLDE's market cap is 244.34, as we know, where Joby's is 5.215 billion. If we do 5.215 billion and divide that by 244.34 million, that gives you a multiplier of 2134. So 2134 times the share price is $66.58. For $1 million at $66.58 is 15,020. But guys, I'm about to excite you. So we know it's 15,020 shares needed for $1 million at Joby's market cap. But now let's look at an interesting one. BLDE Mobility at only 10% of Uber's market cap. So BLDE's market cap is 244.34 million. Uber's market cap is 159.329 billion. So 15% of that is 15.93 billion. And divide that by 244.34 will give you a 65.20 multiplier. 65.20 times 312 will give you $203.42. For $1 million, you'll go 1 million and divide that by 203.42, and that'll give you 4,915.94 shares. So really, 4,916 shares will be needed to have $1 million at 10% of Uber's market cap. Now let's get back to the studio to discuss this a little bit more. Now some guys are going to think I'm completely mad in the head for even trying to compare 10% of Uber's market cap. But if we're talking about a $1 trillion industry, we're talking about eVTOLs flying everywhere. Why is this unachievable? However, they will have stiff competition by the likes of Uber with their Uber Elevate. And if you want more $1 million stocks, make sure to check out this playlist where you'll get all the videos there.